Gentlemen, we certainly appreciate your indulgence. We know it's been a long time. In the context of these statements is I'd like to ask my questions. From 1994, so not too long ago, right? We're talking about 15-year context of this deal for the most strict portions of it. So from 1994, the entire world will be safer as we slow the spread of nuclear weapons is one statement, and also the United States and international inspectors will carefully monitor North Korea to make sure it keeps its commitments. And we all know that's, of course, quotes from President Clinton that none of that happened. I mean, North Korea is what it is, and we are where we are. In that context, Secretary Kerry, reading your quote recently with a reporter from Al Arabiya, I don't know how to interpret at this point in time except to take it at face value in relation to chance of death to America, death to Israel. We're going to continue our policy. And then it's very troubling, it's very disturbing, it's very troubling, and we'll have to wait and see. What will we have to wait and see, Secretary Kerry? And before you answer, 1979, 52 U.S. hostages, 444 days. 1983, the U.S. Marine barracks, 241 Americans killed. 1992, the Israeli embassy in Argentina bombed. 2011, the attempted assassination of the Saudi ambassador in D.C. The killings and maimings of hundreds in Iraq and Afghanistan, not to mention support of the Assad, Hezbollah, Hamas, and activities in Iraq, Syria, and Yemen. What will we have to wait and see? What was your...
to see the implementation of the plan, Congressman. No, look, you and I can have a speech off if you want.
I don't want to have a speech off. I want to understand your comments.
We could have we could have a competition for who is angrier about some of the things Iran has done historically. We understand they've killed Americans. We understand what they did in Khobar terrorists. We understand all of this. But they were marching towards a nuclear weapon.
Mr. Secretary, you must understand, I appreciate this is my time, you must understand the American people see Iran as like a crocodile or a shark that does what it does. And we're saying, well, we're going to give the crocodile or the shark a few more teeth, and let's see if it does something different.
That's just not accurate. That's not accurate.
But that's what we see.
Let me
say this, too. You have said that we don't have a better option. Keep on saying, well, you haven't provided a better option.
Congressman,
First of all, Mr. Secretary, with all due respect, it is not Congress's job. This is the administration. And if you would use the treaty process as provided by the Constitution, maybe we wouldn't be in this situation. Furthermore, you say, well, this is the only deal we can get, that there's no better deal. Congress has a long history of instituting better deals. Example are 200 treaties, including 80 multilateral accords modified by Congress, including the Arms Control Agreement, SALT II, Threshold Test Ban Treaty that failed to reach a vote and were modified. So there is a history for that of getting a better deal. And if the Ayatollah doesn't like it and doesn't want to negotiate it, oh, boo-hoo. We're here for America. We stand for America. You represent America. With that having been said, in another interview, if you don't get a majority in Congress to support this deal, doesn't that undermine the deal? And your statement, it's abbreviated, they don't care over there. And I'm assuming you mean Iraq, as long as the deal is implemented. And that's what we care about, that this deal being implemented. So do you care more about this deal or the UN's approval or American sovereignty and the approval of the American people through their duly elected representatives, Mr. Secretary?
Congressman, I don't need any lessons from you about who I represent. I've represented and fought for our country since I was out of college.
And God bless you for your service.
Don't give me any lessons about that, okay? Now, let me just make it crystal clear to you. This is America's interest, because America is the principal guarantor of security in the region, and particularly with respect to some of our closest friends. Now, we believe that Iran was marching towards a weapon or the capacity to have a weapon, and we've rolled that back, Congress.
Okay, that's your opinion.
That's indisputable.
No, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Mr. Secretary.
That's a fact.
Is it possible that Iran will acquire Russian air defense missiles in relation to the arms embargo lifting to protect nuclear sites? Possible or not possible?
Say that again.
Is it possible that Iran will acquire Russian air defense missiles to protect nuclear sites?
Those are not in the agreement. They have A-300s that...
In the relation to the arms embargo lifting.
No, they're not banned by the arms embargo. They're outside of it.
We're going to Mr. Brandon Boyle of Pennsylvania, and my intention is to keep